Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to make a brief announcement, a brief introduction, because I recently received a gift. I received Futhark runes from a woman. Her name is Rose Hollis, who has a store in Etsy called Rune Carvings. And she was so gracious and she was so lovely. And these runes are very, very large. She saw the work that I do, and as you can see, they're very large. These are hematite that she hand carves, and I wanted to mention her because she was so kind to send these to me. Rose Hollis Rune Carvings, and you can find her on Etsy. She has a store on Etsy, and so I'll be using these runes to crown the reading, each reading this second half of December. But also I wanted to show you another card deck, another tarot deck that I'm going to be using. It's created by an Italian person, and his name is Massimiliano Filadoro. It's called the Sacred Sites Tarot of the Sacred Sites, or Sacred Sites Tarot. His name is Massimiliano Filadoro, and the artist of the cards is called Federico Penco. And I'm going to give you a brief introduction on these, really translating practically the words that they themselves use to talk about these cards. And Massimiliano Filadoro starts by saying, well, what are sacred sites? And he said, well, sacred sites on the earth are powerful places, just like meridians that run through our body, run through the human body, where there are points where energy flows. And on the earth, there are places where things just happen, things that are not necessarily supernatural, but they're places where we can feel a different energy, where we can go within ourselves more easily. We do that in an easier fashion and much more in depth than in our everyday lives. And they're places that have gathered perhaps energy over the centuries, throughout the years, and they have a different polarity. They have both polarities in that area. And the author created these tarot cards. I'll show you them more clearly when I read them, and I'll show you them singularly, because he felt that through the tarot, he could show and remind us that there are places that are not physical, just like the internet and the web, that have come to be very important, even though they're not physical, and where energy flows. Well, that's similar to the places on the earth that, through our culture, have come to have a mystical meaning in history. So that's the brief introduction of these cards, the Sacred Site Tarot. And I'll be using them now. Off to the readings. Hello, water signs. This is Christelle Martinette, and I have here another reading for the water signs, one at a time. I'm going to start with Cancer, and this is a reading that spans the second part of December, starting with the 13th, the supermoon, and the full moon, full supermoon. From the 13th into the end of the year, the 31st, which would be 1-3, 13, 3, 1, 31. Let's take a look at what's in store for you, Cancer. Let's take a look at what's in store for you, Cancer. How did I turn that over? Let's see. I'm going to show you these cards one at a time. Let me see if I can. Here you go. Too much light, too little light, too light. This is not, the lighting is not the best this time. Let's see. All right, this is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is what is called Noce in Benevento, in the city of Benevento in Italy. This is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles here. This is Huacatun in Guatemala. The Eight, another Eight, Eight of Cups. Let me see how I can get that. Is that any better? The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is Varanasi in India. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. This is the Pyramid of Cheops in Giza, Egypt. Major Arcana coming up. 21. The World. The World. This is Shambhala, the mythical city of Shambhala. The focus card in this overturned pyramid is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, this is the alchemy port in Rome. The alchemy port in Rome. This is the Six of Cups. Let me see which is the best. There you go. I don't know, maybe you can see that there. The Six of Cups is Le Sainte Marie de la Mer in France. The 10 major arcana. This is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, which is Chichen Itza in Yucatan. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is Rapa Nui in the Easter Island. And the last card, Cancer, is the 13th major arcana, Death. This is the old Jewish cemetery in Prague, the Czech Republic. There's 1, 2, 3 major arcana. You know, this deck gives me the impression they're all major arcana. 1, 2, 3. A very difficult passage. Not a difficult, I mean, you have the World card here, the Wheel of Fortune. There's a transformative nature to this second half of December, year's end. But, you know, right up until New Year's, it is going to be New Year's that, specifically that day, that you really feel this is the beginning of a new me. There's a new me here. I have to say that I feel, even though there's 1, 2, 3 cups, I feel as if there were more cups. I'm feeling water. I'm feeling passion, cool passion here, as if you're coming into the realization that I understand now. This is what you're saying. I understand, Cancer tells himself. I have finally understood. This is what life is all about. And you start looking back and saying, how dumb could I have been, hemming and hawing because things weren't going my way. You finally understand and are very grateful for those around you. They are lovely cards. There's this reuniting with a person of your past that specifically gives you that feeling of such joy to be with them, knowing full well that you are no longer, someone from your past, but knowing that there's something there between you that will never change. The sands of time will never change what was between you, and that is a beautiful realization. It's lovely. I get a lovely energy here, Cancer. I'm going to look first of all at this Queen of Swords at the top to see what she's all about. Okay, Queen of Swords is a very austere presence here. I've got the house, casa, disgrazia, disaster, and the military here. It's as if you do want to feel, and you want other people to know, that there's deep down inside your situation in the home, in your home, is not what you really would like it to be. Okay, this is something you want to get out and let the world know. But you can't. You are the discreet person that you are, and you'll keep it for yourself because your home is always your home. This is a person. Your home is sacred. However, you also hide the fact that you really don't care for the way things are in your personal space. There are those of you who are partnered. There are those of you who are not partnered. There are those of you who have lost their partner, have separated from their partner. But it is a moment when you're keeping it under wraps. You don't want others to know what it really means. You're going to put on a sort of a little mask. With this Eight of Pentacles here, I see there's these two eights, Eight and Eight of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. There's sort of, you putting on a show. I'm going to take a look at this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Vecchia Signora, the old lady who speaks to positive change. Speranza, hope, and denaro, an institution you want to be together again with someone on a, I'm so sorry about this lighting, it's not the best. Oops, that's all I needed to do was shut off both lights. Okay, the lighting is not the best, but let's see if from afar I could see something. Maybe if I turn the cards this way. What they're telling me is that you are going to be you're moving toward another strong bond. You're moving into, there are those of you who are going to be walking right into the idea of living with someone else, even meeting someone that you say, it could be New Year's, right at New Year's this is going to happen. When you say to yourself, boy, that's the kind of person I would like to be around more often. And that's going to stir your passions. There's also here this Two of Wands right in the middle of the spread, the focus card. I would like to take a look at that. Yes, this Two of Wands. You're going to keep, you will not for the life of you. Okay, I have Sacerdote, the priest, Belvedere, a bright future coming in, news coming in, and Stanza, news coming in. Okay, there is, you will not, for the life of you, argue with anyone during this period. You're going to be very well behaved. This is what is surfacing, but also this is because you have your eye, l'occhio lungo, they say in Italian, a long eye. You're looking into the future because this is what you want. You're starting to plan what your future is going to be as of 2017 with regards to a mate, to a soul kindred to yours, someone who you can say, this is my companion. I can walk on a path with him or her. This is what you are pondering during this period. And it's going to be right at year's end. I'm going to take that right away. This death card. Take a look at the death card. Okay, I've got Imeneo, this nuptial dance, intimacy, la riunione, and gelosia. Well, how do you like that, Cancer? With the same breath that you come on to someone, that New Year's party, New Year's Eve party, the end at someone's house, it's in the public, the same breath that you say, wow, I would really like to have this person's shoes under my bed, and I could walk along, to the end of the earth with that person, you still have that touch of jealousy that points to the person from your past with whom you have walked a very long path with. That will not change. There is that still, still waters run deep with you, Cancer. They really do. And you never for 1 minute ever let yourself forget that. That was the most important person in my life. I'm getting shivers. That was the most important person in my life. Even though I'm going down this path, I will. This is life. But I do keep my eye on that person. And my memories are very, very strong. I'm going to the Four of Cups, and then I'll crown the reading with a casting. The Four of Cups. Yes, this is, it is announcing a new person. Gran Signore or Gran Dame, a great person. Consolate, sorpresa, consoling surprise. And Giovane Fanciullo, which is the Virgin of the deck. There's something new coming in. A consolation, someone new to substitute. That is a substitution for you, for the other person from your past. You're going to change gears and move forward. That's how the energy of this reading is, Cancer. I'm going to take these beautiful hematite runes. Going to spend a lot of time talking to that other person and talking about life, not going down memory lane. No, you're going to talk to them and talk about your successes and talk about the things that you have done and how successful indeed that relationship was, even if you're no longer together. It's a necessary step for you to take. It's a necessary, not even an evil, it's something you need to do. I have Tyr. Tyr is right in the face of Ingwats, and they both speak of the culmination of a successful story, where you both come full circle with that final, separation. Now we can go on and go our merry ways. We tell each other, It's beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. It is as if you are embracing the energy of death when you yourself, know that it's over, and you embrace it. How many people do you know who do that? But this is embracing that other life that will come forward. I've got here Diag, which is a transformative rune here as well, with Otala Merkstave, where it's seeing you still seeking for your home, seeking the person that will walk along a new path with you into your new home, Cancer friends. I hope this reading was of help to you. It was wonderful. It was a joy for me to do this for you. And have a good end of year and holidays until we read together again, Cancer. I'm going to pull up these and pull up everything and then start reading with the cards, the tarot, for the next water sign, which is Scorpio. Okay, these are the Sacred Site Tarot, and I'm going to mix them up for you, Scorpio. This is a reading for the period from the 13th to the 31st. 1331. On the 13th there is a full moon, a supermoon, and a new moon toward the end of the year. Let's see what's in store for you, Scorpio. Let's see what's in store for you for that period. Let me show you these cards. This is the lighting is terrible, isn't it? What good is it? Too far away. This is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is Sagaramata, Himalaya in Nepal. Sagaramata. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles I have here. The grottos of Lascaux in France. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, Timbuktu in Mali, in Africa. Many of you probably don't even know that Timbuktu is a real place. Timbuktu in Mali, Africa. There's also here the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, they're in Turin, in Italy. There's grottos, there's underground caves, alchemy, grottos of alchemy. Then here is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, this is Oaxaca, Guatemala. The Eight of Cups is the focus card here. The Eight of Cups is Varanasi in India. The first major arcana, the number one major arcana, the Magician, Stonehenge in England. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords card is a representation of the Bermuda Triangle in the Atlantic Ocean. Then we have this Wheel of Fortune, number 10, Major Arcana. It's Chichen Itza in the Yucatan. And the last card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is the Fortress of Alamut in Iran. Scorpio, I have a predominance of pentacles, but even, and there's a progression, there's the 7, the 8, and the 9 of pentacles. But even the cups here are bringing you something. They're bringing you something to do with your livelihood, something to do with wealth. I'm seeing it more of a material Wealth. There's also, clearly, there's this manifestation here, this great power of the magician for you. But I've got the Wheel of Fortune, the two major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune and the magician here. There's the Bermuda Triangle, the Seven of Swords that I'm going to have to look at. And the last outgoing card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is can be a bond, it can be taking stock at the end of the year, which is what I'm seeing. But this Seven of Swords is something that I need to highlight right away. What I'm getting here is, first of all, Scorpio, the incoming card is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is the peak, the azimuth, the height of truth, the height of intellectual freedom in truth. And that actually sets off in that period, in this period, 1331, sets off a series of events that actually brings you the possibility of manifesting financial gain. And of course, this is exemplified by the 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. You can see that I'm not at a loss for words, but I'm, incredulous, because what I'm seeing is that there are two odd men out. One is this Three of Wands, because it's as if you're taking stock, but you have done, because there's a very fast movement in your finances, that you have architect, you are the architect of that, and you have fashioned it. And it's as if you woke up one day and said, enough is enough. I'm going to, what is my truth? What is true for me? What do I want? Let me go get it. And it seems that you finally go and do that. I'm going to take the Vera Sibila on a number of these cards, and the first one being this Seven of Swords that gives me cause for concern, but not that much, because it's followed by the 10 of the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Seven of Swords is the Seven of Sword, spina nel fianco. It's as if the sword is in your side. There's something you need to attend to, and what you need to attend to there is here the artist, could be a scientist, a jurist, a legal lawyer, donna maritata, the woman with children, and fortuna, fortune. There's something you have to attend to, and that is a person that you haven't faced up to, you haven't taken responsibility for. This is a person that you have. There are a number of, you're of two minds here. You're of two minds as to how to go about facing a responsibility that has to do with a person, male, female, whatever. And that is going to be solved fairly quickly. There's the wheel here, and then you're going to be able to take stock. You need to plan that. It seems as if you're going to plan that towards year's end the same way that you have planned and manifested financial gain. Very interesting, that. I'm going to the Three of Wands. The domestico just flew out. Omaggio di preziosi gifts, costanza, constance, and domestico. Now, this may speak of real estate, okay? It may speak of real estate as being a business you are contemplating, or you are leaving behind, I would say, because not necessarily leaving behind, but it's something of the past, as if you made your money from that field in real estate, even though that'll still be in place. There's going to be something more in the future. That's the Three of Wands. I'm going to leave the cards now and take the runes. These beautiful Hina type runes. Okay, now, what these runes are telling me, and Lagos Lagas Merkstave is attesting to that over Isa, is that you are first one very slowly. Okay, it's very cute because they talk volumes. There's Isa, Lagos, Merkstave, and Yera. It's very slowly that your outer exterior, which was made of steel, in this case ice, is going to slowly melt, very slowly and with pain and much strife. Yera tells us in time you're going to be a pool of warm water in that sense. I have also, right over the Magician, I have Pedro Merkstave and Kinat's Merkstave, as if they're trying to say it was almost by chance that you were able to attract financial abundance and manifest. Because even though there is the Magician here, and there was your attempt at attracting, it wasn't that wasn't the direct line that brought you to this manifestation, but it may be something that came your way. It was almost like an act of fate. The universe has brought you something. Could be an inheritance. It wasn't actually you, but someone else is giving it to you, and in a sense you are attracting it, but it's not a direct action of yours. Now, there's another conversation here that talks about the home, in fact, talks about the beginning of, it's so hard to see, it's so hard to understand, because I have Ing here, which is such a successful, beautiful rune, and next to that is Awats and Brightstave, and then I have Bjork or Berkana Brightstave. There definitely is here a beginning of love, but it's not the beginning. What I'm seeing over the Eight of Cups is not the beginning. It's as if it's building on something, progresso, something that has of the past, as if you're taking it up again and you're building a home out of it. You're building. You're going home, building on this relationship or this person or this situation that is from the past. You want to build on that again. There's Diag at the very top, a lovely Diag, transformative rune. This is a new cycle for you, Scorpio. It is a new cycle for you. From the 13th to the 31st, so many different things are going to happen to you. I'd like to say the Magician is yours, the Wheel of Fortune is yours. Most importantly, there's Diag, the transformative rune, and Ing Watts right over that Eight of Cups. Good luck to you, Scorpio. Namaste, and until we read together again, have a happy New Year and Christmas if you celebrate those. I'm going to pick up these runes and pick up all my wares and then do the reading, last reading for you, last but not least, saving the best for last, Pisces. my Pisces friends, all of the lunatics. I would like to know all these, the lunatics, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, little lunatics, the moon card, the water signs. Pisces, I didn't mean that you were a lunatic. My moon is in Pisces, I can't say that. Well, I'm a lunatic, my moon is in Pisces. Okay, so I'm reading here for you, Pisces, from the 13th, for the 13th to the 31st, 1-3-3-1. And on the 13th there is a full moon, it's a supermoon. Let's see what is in store for Pisces up until the end of the year, from the 13th to the 31st. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune has been coming up so much during these readings. Well. Let me show you the cards. The first card is, and I apologize for this lighting, but this is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is Croagh Patrick, Ireland. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, and that is Chichen Itza in the Yucatan. The Nine of Swords. The first time this has come out in all of the readings, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem in Israel. The Fool card, Major Arcana, the Fool card, Mount Graham in the United States. The 14th Major Arcana, Temperance. This is the Ganges River in India. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is the Pantheon in Rome. Characteristic, you can see that right away. I can see that. There's a hole at the top. And the Ten of Cups, Pisces. There's the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is the source, the Nile River in Egypt, the source of the Nile. The Ace of Cups is Mount Fuji in Japan. The 18th Major Arcana is the Moon, Alhambra in Granada, Spain. And the last card is the Two of Pentacles, Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, Turkey. There is definitely you coming out of your ashes to live again. To live again, Pisces. You come arising from your ashes to live again. Not only that, it's as if, and I keep saying that it's as if, it is, and I use that expression, it's as if, because I make analogies, but you're going through a rebirth, arising from your ashes, and being at peace with the world, because finally you're feeling all of a sudden that you're one of everybody, you're one of them, you're one, you're starting to feel that, Pisces, you are one, and you're living it, you're experiencing it the second half of December. It's great to see. Alhambra, this reflected moon, is a card that is showing me the emotional pull of a new beginning in love. I see that as the beginning of a new love cycle, and the shift, the spiritual shift that is coming your way. And when I say shift, the spiritual shift, I mean that on your own, you are walking through life and undergoing a spiritual cleansing, development, enhancement, whatever word we want to use. But here, I actually find a spiritual shift when you come together and begin again walking with someone on your path. Remember, there's the Fool card here. There is the beginning of a cycle, and it is mirroring the Ace of Cups. It's these beautiful cards. They're beautiful cards. And Pisces, this is you, the King of Cups, first card in, moving toward the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the card that I would like to highlight here is, of course, this Nine of Swords, and it's the Wailing Wall. And I'd like to know what that wailing is all about, Pisces. Yeah. The wailing, you're fearful that there will never be another beginning. I have conversazione, bambino, the child, and speranza. It's more or less an interior monologue, an interior monologue that you conduct, because these are fears that there won't be another chance for you. You're afraid that there won't be another chance for you, but right after that is the Fool card that, smacks you in the face, Pisces, and said, what's the matter with you? Look, you are beginning. You are being cleansed by the waters of emotion. You're arising from your ashes and becoming one with the world again, Pisces. I'm going to take the runes and cast them over this beautiful spread. See what they have to say to you, Pisces. Oh, goodness. The runes are absolutely beautiful. There are two runes that tell me, one, Lagas Lagus, which is Merkstave, and it's right over that Nine of Swords, telling me it's not going to be a picnic unless you're able to put that in the past and remembering that you're moving, that you're going forward, that you're starting anew. That, and also the Keynote's Merkstave right over this pantheon, this Four of Pentacles that I call the arising from your ashes, the phoenix. Unless you don't see that. You don't see it as being a rebirth, coming again, opening up, starting again. Those are the only two that give you a warning. There's like a warning sign. Please remember to open your eyes, they're saying. Remember that it is a new. I have Diag here. This has been coming out quite a bit for many people in these readings this time, and that is definitely a rebirth. It's a transformation. It's a rebirth right over the Temperance card. Now, the Ace of Cups shows me Ingvats, and Urus, both bright stave, that go. It's almost as if you're traveling on a wing and a prayer, Pisces. On a wing and a prayer, there's that expression in English. I'm traveling on a wing and a prayer. I'm moving on a wing and a prayer. And you're taking a leap of faith, because there's so much that you don't see. There's so much that you are not afraid of, but that is hidden from you. And then there's this lovely Two of Pentacles, that Yera's telling me, in time, there is time, the factor of time. Time needs to take its course in order for things to turn again, once again. Turn your way, Pisces. I do hope this was of help to you. This is such a beautiful reading for my Piscean friends. wish you the best for the holiday seasons, and have fun and merriment until we read together again. Bye bye, Pisces.